about me. As many of you know, I am the father of MWBE in New York City. Local Law 1, Local Law 129 are both mine. And so this is personal to me. I am also on the mayor's task force of MWBE. We just met yesterday and spoke of many of the things that you're speaking about. We're about to break into subcommittees, and I have to figure out which one do I want to chair. There's one called capacity, which is very interesting. How do we build you and build you out? There's another one on legislation, of course, which is also interesting. One can't do everything, but I have to figure you should weigh in with what you think I should do. How much truth should I tell these people? That's wise. All right, I'm gonna follow your advice. New York State is undergoing incredible business at this time. I mean, walking distance from here, Kennedy is doing around $5 billion of development. If you could just get into that, you'd solve the problem. And if you get out of here, we're not even going to talk about the billions coming through the Rockaways. I mean, Bob Marley said it best. He said, in the midst of water, only a fool is thirsty. If we can't figure it out now, you're not going to figure it out. So under those conditions, we need to be really pushing. And that's why I'm glad that some of these organizations are in the room. Incidentally, if you have come into this room and you're not part of an organization, don't go out without being part of one. Join some organization in here. If they're not in here, we can give you a list of organizations. But you certainly should also partner with these very worthy organizations. They should know you by name. They should not only know you by name, you should almost be an irritant. Almost. Almost. That fine line between a good client and that pain. With that being said, I'm going to be meeting with the Port Authority again. As many of you know, one of the largest developments to take place is going to be LaGuardia Airport. And I'm making a prediction. I'm sorry, is Port Authority here? All right, so I'll be careful what I say. So I'm making a prediction that after LaGuardia is done, we're going to move further to several other airports in the state. And I would love to see more done at Kennedy to make this even easier to understand. We're going to be in these projects, my friends. The MWBE community is going to be in these projects. The governor has said 30%. I'm taking him as a person of his word. And we are working to ensure that there's going to be 30% or more. I'm sure the governor would not mind if we exceed what he's talking about. And we're going to help him. We want to make him a success, and we're going to work very hard to do that. With that in mind, I have met with Port Authority several times on these issues and the governor's office on these issues. I would encourage you to get yourself together and get yourself ready. These opportunities are way too big not to be informed, not to be aware, not to be ready. If these folk can help you get your papers right, if these folk can help you get your business plan and all of those things that you need, then you need to do these things, and you need to do them fast, because this one is for you. The opportunity of a lifetime is limited by the lifetime of the opportunity. The opportunity of a lifetime is limited by the life of the opportunity. So under those conditions, when they close that window on that 100 billion or whatever it is, and you were not in it, well, God willing, there'll be another 100 billion coming along, but I wouldn't bank on it. With that in mind, my office is moving And I'm going to tell you, sir, since you're the head of the Richmond Hill Community Development Corporation, did I do it right? I'm getting good at this. I'm going to tell you, but I don't want you to tell the rest of these folks. We are going back into training big time. We are going toward business creation. Somebody has to focus on business creation, and my office is going to do that. We're going to look at creating with young people. Those of us like me, 21 and under. mentally. 21 and under, we're going to focus on young people. We're going to focus on women. We're going to focus on men. We're also going to focus on folk who have just come back from being incarcerated. We're going to look at these populations and do a lot of work. Now, I'm sad that Jim walked out there. Oh, there's Jim. Jim, we pioneered something a couple of years ago where I had you and some other guy do some training on business. And then I did something different that no one has ever done since, sadly. We put a grant when people graduated from your training. If they did it all, they got a grant for up to $5,000. Now, on one hand, you may say, well, $5,000, that's not going to do it. May I remind you that Bill Gates started his company with $3,000. $5,000 in the hands of a wise person may take you a long way. $100,000 in the hands of a fool spent before the weekend is up. Night is up for some cases. So with that being said, we're going in that area. After September, I have some small details to attend to, Tony, before I could get to this. But after September, we are going to focus on business creation as a way of doing job creation. I see one of our leading lights in here, Clyde Vernell. Clyde, why don't you stand up for a second? Here you go. Not only is he a trademark attorney. Hey man, if you get any business, I want 10%. I'm joking.